there are some customs that are very enjoyable.
Let's not get all riled up about this.
An occasional drink never hurt anyone.
Come on, fill up.
A drink in the evening is just about the best thing I know of.
So with that being said,
Cheers, brother.
All downhill from here.
Totally. Isn't it?
So what's been going on today?
Yeah, so it's a little bit warmer today. Still pretty cold, like 3 degrees, 4 degrees, but pretty decent. So we walked down through the woods, beach. Dog loved it. And yeah, 11 kilometers. Boom.
Decent. So now ready for a beer.
Oh, mate. This
Shoop. Salt and
Pomona collab.
Okay.
Um,
What's the gravity on this one?
New England. 6.4.
Nice.
There or thereabouts. It's been chilling a little bit.
Gonna go over to the beer can and crack mine open.
Well done. So, what are we expecting?
Well, I mean, let's have a read, a little blurb read, see what it says, see what we can hope for. A New England IPA, packed and stacked with tropical hop aromas. We dipped into our bag of tricks and bring you a juicy NEPA, smooth-bodied and low in bitterness. Not shy with the dry hop of Vic's Secret, Enigma, and Matuga. Expect aromas of passion fruit, lime, pineapple, and melon.
Get the head on that.
Shooba-doopa-doop. I think it's very much inspired by salt and pepper. So salt and pepper, shoop-a-doop, shoop-a-doopa-doopa-doop.
The smell is very citrusy. It's almost got a slightly kind of dry smell to it. It's interesting. You definitely get definitely got big hopping.
Yeah. Tropical thunder. Well, cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Oh. Beautiful, really. Kind of a mix between citrus, pineapple.
I get a little dryness to it. You get like a
Yeah, I can see that right at the end.
right at the end, and it's almost like that's the lasting kind of flavour with it. It's like not pit. I wouldn't say pithy, not like pithy, but definitely dry.
A kind of citrusy bitterness that's borderline pithy, but not quite there.
What I'm not going to use is the word pithy.
Right.
Or dry.
Sort of dances around pithy.
That famous film Dances with Pithy.
Dance around the pith.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
good though. It's nice.
It's sort of orangey, really kind of orangey, lemony on the nose. Getting the passion fruit on the palate for sure.
Do you get passion fruit?
Yeah, I do get a bit of passion fruit there.
I don't really get any sweetness to it. I guess with the New England stuff, I always expect like a little bit of that maple syrupy,
Vermont yeasty, kind of juicy. Yeah.
that like sweetness in the middle. This one, hoppy, dry, fruity.
Yeah.
But not like...
Definitely fruity. I wouldn't say it's that sweet either, but I mean, for the gravity, it's super smooth. Thick as well. I really like the mouthfeel in this one, for sure. Mm.
Yeah, that passion fruity bit. Maybe I'm...
But I don't know as well if I'm thinking this is really, really good because I've just been for a long walk and I know you have as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, little bit of situational greatness.
The out of 5 score, 4, but maybe is it a 3.75?
I'm lean. I was first sip. I was like, it's which side of a four is it going to be on? You know, is it just creeping over it? Is it just a little bit under? But the more I have, it's pretty much nailed on four.
The guys at Salt, they're doing something right. Like for a supermarket, their supermarket series is. I don't think I've had a bad one from them. From the supermarket Salt stuff, you're just not going to go right.
I honestly don't think they make. I don't think they make anything that isn't really good. Even the stuff that maybe you wouldn't normally want to drink, or normally like go towards. If it's a Salt, you're pretty much guaranteed it's going to be decent. Like Northern Monk at the moment. Like everything they do is
Tiny Rebel.
Ish.
I'm a huge fan, but they go they did.
Well, that eggnog. That's crisp.
They do try a lot. They try a lot of different things.
Oh, they're experimental. You've got to tip your cap to that.
You'd never get an eggnog beer from anyone else.
Wouldn't.
Well, I say you'd never, but
I mean,
if
anybody's going to make a good eggnog beer,
no,
it's going to be Tiny Rebel. There might be other eggnog beers out there, but they'd be, for me, even less drinkable than that one.
So we should probably say any brewers that watch this, feel free to send loads of eggnog beers to Ant's house to convert him.
Look, I really appreciate Tiny Rebel. I think they're fantastic. I've always loved them since the early days. Kutch getting an award was real highlight. But good, not beer. Really? I mean, maple bacon, fantastic.
No problems with that.
No issues, no problems with that at all. Praline, you had the ham.
Yeah, that's the one I've been asked about the most is the ham. People going, what does the honey smoked ham taste like? So it tastes exactly like honey smoked ham in a beer. Exactly what it says on the tin. Yeah. Do I recommend it for a beer? I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely sort of an interesting one for sure.
Well, I mean that is Tiny Rebel in a nutshell, though. Is that they always deliver exactly what it says on the tin, or on the pamphlet, or in the blurb, whatever. If they say this is a honey roast ham beer, it's going to be a honey roast ham beer.
It's going to be that, yeah. What do you know about Pomona Island?
Very little.
Same. I haven't.
Very, very little.
Salt, I obviously know through. Really, I haven't been to Salt. I just really know about Salt from their supermarket series that they do.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had the iCat, the alpaca.
Pomona Island.
I've had kind of four or five of the Salt stuff and love it. So yeah, sorry, go on.
Coming back to that Pomona Island question, so they're actually from Manchester, Salford, and I haven't had many of their beers at all, but everything I've had has been really good. I don't really know how long they've been around or anything at all really, but we did used to have them quite a lot at the Hornet in Chichester.
Right.
Glenn loved getting them in, and I can see why. Everything they do is really, really good. I first actually kind of engaged with them when we went to the Fine Brewery up in Scotland, because they've done a collab. They've done a collab up there, and it was just absolutely superb. That sort of the classic fine caskness of their the Jarl, and they're really, really good classic casks mixed with the new dry hopped fresh approach, these super, super rich tasting salt beers. And it was just banging. And I think since then, everything I've had from Salt's been absolutely superb.
Yeah. This, as you say, I think this is a solid 4. And, to get a beer like this from a supermarket, was at 6.4%. I think I got this one from Tesco. I'm not sure if they're available. Tram's the other one that we had, which was fantastic. Yeah.
What a beer.
Yeah. Ooh, amazing. So yeah, definitely sold by Salt. I think once all this craziness is over, we'll take a trip up there for sure.
Well, because you know where the name comes from, don't you?
The place where it is, right? Salford.
Boom. Yeah. 1-0.
Nice.
Saltaire.
Saltaire.
I reckon it's probably one of those brewery taps that's like absolutely mega as well.
You reckon?
Go in and it's like they don't even have to try and be like cooler edges, just like really, really. You know what I mean?
But so more industrial than, or just like you sit in a table surrounded by. They're not trying to do any frills. It's just like if you want to come in, there's a table where we all sit.
Yeah,
you can sit there and have beer if you want to. Yeah. We're not going to make it welcoming for you, but we're not going to make it unwelcoming for you.
It's literally just all like stainless steel, and they've just hosed the whole room down before you get in.
Yeah.
You're literally just sitting there like all huddled up and that, and
just sort of like, look, if you want to sit and have a beer, you can. However, we'll give you a discount if you want to get in and do some mashing. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So here's a shovel. You just need to go and dig out the mash tun. And then
go and dig some mash out, and then you can have a free half.
I would. I absolutely would.
I know. Hell yeah. I mean, that's the thing, because I only know Salt through their supermarket beers. It makes me think, if this is the supermarket series, what have they got hiding in that brewery? That's the more limited kind of cask stuff, keg stuff. I reckon they're making absolute bangers in there. Absolute bangers.
They've got to be making so much beer there by now. That's the other thing as well is having to, because of like what's going on, having to like restrict their brews to like just cater for the supermarket demand, because like Smash, Tram, Alpaca, the ICAT, they're four supermarket beers, and they must have to make huge quantities.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they just go like, there's like 1,000 cans make to like Tesco, and then they move on to the next beer, or whether they have to just keep on. I don't know.
It's a lot of cans to go up and down the country. It's a hell of a lot of cans to strip out.
Oh, it's logistically like. But then I guess the brewery just go to Tesco like. You sort of deal with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Here's 100,000 cans or whatever. Yeah,
and then Tesco do the logistics, like they'll sort it out. I don't know. Never really thought about it before, but I'm guessing that they must have to do it.
And I guess if they're making a beer for the supermarket, it's got to be exactly the same recipe, exactly the same taste every single time. It's got to be so uniform. Whereas I guess on the smaller batches of stuff, it's going to be. I guess they could be a bit more experimental, and that's what I really want to dig into, is their like behind the scenes beer, as it were.
Yeah, the little special.
This is really good, and really
nice.
It is really good. Like really kind of thick, juicy, quite a bit of sediment in my glass actually.
Yeah,
right at the very bottom, quite a lot of sediment.
Yeah. It's nice though. It's creeping, mate. It's creeping.
Yeah,
creeping.
It's a grower.
I feel like I should check it in now.
Yeah. I think
it feels like it's like peaking.
it's that level of okay. Now it's a good solid 4.
It's strong, isn't it? I don't think I can go up to a 425.
Just don't want to. No, I don't think it's quite made it there. I mean, on average, I just see. I mean, it's got 6,200 check-ins, and on average, it's on Untapped app, it's got 3.72. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
a lot of the
considering
time, beers
the
like this
amount of check-ins.
yeah, but a lot of the time, beers like this don't tend to do that well. I don't think. I think that the beers around this sort of area tend not to do as well as you might hope. I mean, I'd have thought
Yeah.
like at least a 3.8 average, maybe even a 3.9.
I mean, I guess so. On it says expect aromas of passion fruit, lime, pineapple, and melon. Now, I said I was getting passion fruit. Still, yeah, cool. And I did say pineapple before. Lime, I guess that's the kind of citrusy vibe. I'm sort of getting that as well. Melon, not so much.
Yeah.
But
hey, look, Dan's giving it a 4.
Yeah, I mean, Dan
Yeah.
is Dan doesn't give anything a 4.
He doesn't give anything a 4. He's a harsh critic, so it's got to be a 4. It's got to be a 4. Nail on.
It's gonna be a 4. It's certainly gonna be a 4. And Pomona Island, I'm very interested of trying some of their beers in future for sure, because
I was trying to think before of what I've actually had. I must have had.
I mean, they've got 155 beers on Untapped. They've got a lot of collaborations. They've got collaborations with some of the big boys, and yeah, it's sort of, yeah, I reckon they've probably got some amazing brews for sure.
And Chris Thomas drinks them, so
yeah,
he's just had. I think he's just had one of their, classic, one of their little fellas, which he's given 4.
Shouts to Chris Thomas. Cheers.
Boys, the Oracle.
Yeah, the Oracle. There'll be a running theme through these episodes. There'll be a running theme.
Always a shout out to Chris Thomas. Oh, I wonder if he's having a particular beer tonight.
Yes, your homebrew. That's
interesting.
It doesn't look like
he's had it yet.
It doesn't look like he's been drunk yet. He has sent me a message, however. Let me read it to you. It says, tried the beer, couldn't rate it. No, I'm joking. Too good to put into numbers. No, he came and said to me, the bottle arrived safely, letting it settle, and will probably consume tomorrow. That was yesterday. So,
well, it's early days, isn't it? It's early days.
But he's going to drink your beer, and that's exciting.
Look, what I'm not going to do is just sit and watch Untapped tonight.
That's exactly what you're going to do.
Wait, Chris Thomas.
That's exactly what you're going to do. I know. Yeah. It's fine. Nobody will blame you for doing that.
It's not fine. Although Kate did say, as soon as I said, oh, Chris Thomas got beer and he's going to drink it, said, oh, are you going to put another brew on then? Which
valid question, mate.
Got me thinking. Seems a good time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you just need to decide.
We could even say maybe like put on a brew, and the first 5 subscribers get one of those brews.
I don't think we want to subject anybody to this.
Hey, the last one was a banger. The last one was good. It was a solid 4 for me.
Well, yeah, we'll see. But more importantly, you need to decide what you want me to brew.
I think you need to brew a dark beer. I think you need to go balls to the wall on this one. You just need to go fully like, okay, there's 2 options, I'd say.
Oh, no, you see. No. Because the problem with the last one was that you said, just do what you want. Just do what you want. And that was when I started doing it wrong way. And then my classic indecisive mind just goes.
Okay, I'm saying cocoa nibs. I'm saying some roasted, dark coffee, maybe a cold pressed coffee additives, really chocolatey, really coffee, and then as a additional flavor, I'm gonna say hit it with some raspberry.
Okay. As a porter.
Yeah. Or a stout.
6%? 5%?
Oh no, go like good 7. Go 7, 7, 8. Just go, just give it a whirl.
I'm not
All right, 6, 6, 7.
firing
6,
up
7.
with the big boys because it might just totally undrinkable.
If it's thick and like if it tastes like Marmite, I'll drink a pint of it just because I suggested it. Just to eat my words.
Don't say this because it's recorded, so you might have to actually do it. Because I'll drag this out of the archive and be like, "You said you were going to drink it, boy."
I will. I'm the guy that will literally eat his own hat. I'm that guy. I will literally eat my own hat. Mark my words. Mark them, record them. January series.
Greg said, and I quote, "I will drink that pint of Marmite."
Yeah. Even if you brew an absolute terrible beer, I will drink a pint of it.
Deal. I guess you did have the Lumber Till I Slumber pine beer.
Pine needle beer. And you know what? Everyone drank it. I mean, not everyone liked it.
Not everyone liked it.
With that beer, the first beer you brewed, which was a pine needle beer, was and arguably that was definitely my fault. Because,
100%.
Sure. And I guess my thought behind it was there's some hops which are very piney, but what's a better way of getting a piney beer than to whack a load of pine needles in? Now on first sip, you got the the cleaning spray, the pine cleaning spray that you have.
Pine Dettol.
Pine Dettol.
Mm-hmm.
First sip, Pine Dettol, and then on the finish, it was a really nice beer. However, you had to wait for the finish to get there. Because on the nose, it was nice and piney. On the first initial sip, like when you get the mouthfeel, all you get is Dettol, and then as you swallow and you get that finish, it's a really nice beer. So it was like it was kind of a journey every sip. I mean, I wouldn't say would I say it's a good beer? No. Would I say
nobody could possibly?
Nobody could say it was a good beer. However, I was impressed by the fact that you just went for it on the first, not beer number one you ever brewed. It was,
Well, yeah. I mean, you were 100% to blame. It was fantastic. It literally took any responsibility, which is exactly what I'm after. Again,
that's what you. That's what you need to. That's what you. I think every great brewer needs a stupid friend to say,
"Yeah,
I think you should brew this beer."
Yeah,
and they can put on the bottle. In your case, this is all Greg's fault. It was totally his idea. If you like this beer, it was because of my brewing. If you hate this beer, it's because of his dumb idea.
Yeah. Literally, #scapegoat. And just pile it on you.
Hey, if you make an amazing beer out of this one, I'll take that.
Yeah, the risk is very bad.
Look, I think. What did I say? Raspberry. Yeah, raspberry.
Raspberry. You want a chocolate raspberry porter?
A chocolate raspberry coffee, but like really, because let's face it, the big breweries aren't able to pack their stuff full of fruit, full of cocoa nibs, full of coffee, because it costs way more money than it would for a 50 pint batch or whatever. If they're doing 1,000 cans of a beer, that's a whole lot of raspberries. That's a whole lot of cocoa nibs, and that's
what you want is to make a home brew that's £10 a pint.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh well.
You should start an investment fund now.
Hey, let's
link in the bio, guys.
Yeah. And anybody who doesn't want me to do it,
link in the bio.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
So for sure. Well, I'm now officially finished with my
Yeah,
salt.
it was really good. That's a nice looking
Good.
glass, isn't it? To finish with.
Yeah, lovely. I mean,
Yeah.
Shoop is definitely a winner.
Yeah, it's going to get a 4.0 from me from the Untapped app.
Yeah, and I'm going to give it a 4 as well. So that's, I think that's a good solid sign when we're on the same page like that. So Shoop, we can say, is a 4. Well done to Salt and well done to Pomona Island. Paloma Faith. You're pretty awesome too.
Pomona Faith.
Pomona
we have
Island.
faith in Pomona and Paloma Faith.
Yes, indeed. Cool.
Beautiful way to sign off.
Right. And anyone that watched us, thank you very much. And we'll see you on the next
There
beer.
are some customs that are very enjoyable.
Cool.
Let's not get all riled up about this.
An occasional drink never hurt anyone.
Come on, fill up.
A drink in the evening is just about the best thing I know of.
So with that being said,
Cheers, brother.